beg somebody about me.
Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shy, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shy, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shy. Call Loim Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders which are at Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity, and those who put in the videos throughout the week to feed the sheep. It's McCall from the Trumpet and VA camp, and I'm gonna get right into it because you got a lot of wackos out here who are following the Friday to Saturday Sabbath, and that's not according to the Bible. We're gonna find out exactly when is the Sabbath according to the Bible. So this is 1 Samuel chapter 20 and 24. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat down to eat meat. So we know the new moon is a festival, okay? And King David, I mean King Saul was basically having like a get together, um a festival. And it says, and the king sat upon his seat as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty, because we know David was basically of the royal family, so to speak, because he was like a son to Saul. So he had a high seat. So when they had sat down, because they were going to have a festival and eat, celebrating the new moon, David obviously wasn't there because we know Saul was trying to kill him. So it says, nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean. And it came to pass on the morrow. So the first day you got right here is the new moon. Now it's saying the next day, because morrow means the next day, which was the second day of the month. So it just said the new moon was here, and then the very next day, the morrow, which is the second day of the month, meaning what? The first day is the new moon. Okay, that's day one. So Exodus 20:9, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy power. So it just said right here, the 6 days, 6 days we're going to 6 days we're going to rest. I meant work. Slakia. 6 days we're going to work, and the seventh day is going to be the rest, the Sabbath. So obviously, at the beginning of the month, that's going to be day one, because it just said the second day, because back then there was no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was day one, day two, day three, day four, day five, day six, and day seven. That's it. And then keep counting, because we know the 14th day is when we hold the Passover. Okay, the 14th day is when we hold the Passover, and that in that particular month. So now we got but we know the seventh day is the Sabbath, as it says. Now we just said the first day was the new moon. See, verse 24. So David hid himself and fled, and when the new moon was come, even you go right here, you go into the word new moon. It says the first day of the month. And then you come down to verse 27. It came to pass on the morrow, the next day from the new moon, which you just said was day one, which was the second day of the month. So the day after the new moon, second day of the month. This isn't rocket science. If you can't get this, you're clearly just a reprobate. So, matter of fact, what's that? Genesis. So you got Genesis 1:14. And the Elohim said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." Now everything in the firmament, it just said, was for signs, season, days, and years. Okay, the shooting stars, the eclipse, the sun, the moon, etc. All this are signs, and in our calendar times, all of that. That's how we dictate everything through the time wise and signs through the firmament. Okay, now we look up calendar. It says a chart or series of pages showing days, weeks, and months of a particular year or giving particular seasonal information. Let's see if we can find that again. It says, and Elohim said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, seasons, and for days and years." Let's go back to the calendar. Days, weeks, months, years, seasons. This ain't rocket science. It ain't nothing hard about this. This ain't hard. Moon, heavenly body which revolves around the earth monthly. So the moon revolves monthly. One moon cycle is a month. 1/12 part of a year, 1/12 part into which the calendar year, let's see, it says which is related to Manan, moon. It says originally the month was intervals between one new month and the next. So it's telling you right here the month was dictated by the moon cycle from one new moon to the, and it says right there, one new moon. That's day one new moon to the next, and this lines up with the scriptures. This is not rocket science. Sirach 43:6. It says he made the moon also to serve in her for seasons, for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. Which we just read, that's a calendar. From moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. Because as the moon decreases, it's going into the perfection, the new moon when it's completely darkened. Well, it's less dark in form. It says the moon is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing. So when it's increasing, it's changing. When it's decreasing, it's going into the new moon. When it's increasing, it's going into when it's decreasing, it's going to the next month. When it's increasing, it's going to the full moon, which is the middle of the month. It says so Slaki. I skipped the part. Verse 8. It says the month. Oh, here it is. The month is called after her name. So the month is called after her name. So the moon and the month are synonymous, which I just brought out in the etymology, which also lines up with scripture. This ain't rocket science. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and diligently putting the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. Adawan Ratazah, Atham, Tamayim, Akim, Yakal, Shalom.